Welcome in, welcome in. Hopefully some people show up. Hopefully we get some viewers tonight. Tonight is Fast Action Racing League Playoffs Round 2. We are tonight at Gateway, so we got a lot of drivers. You guys should know some names. Savage, Sniper, and Solable. Mainly all the playoff drivers are here tonight. Every single driver is a playoff. Just driving on the track. But yeah, they're going to get us up for quali first. We can go over the point standings as well after week 1. It was tight-knit group. But we saw in week 1, Yeti was able to secure the wins, so he currently sits in first in points, 1,125. Rolling Thunder had a great run last week. If you remember, he finished second over Irish. He sits second in points. Left Hand Honcho, surprisingly, is not here this week. But he is top 3 in points currently. Sits in 3rd. Night Sniper sits in 4th. Savage sits in 5th. And Solabo sits in 6th. Swerve and Askenhart 6th, 7th, and 8th. And then Dirt, Cowboy Tech, LA Fatality, and More the Coat currently sit on the bubble to be eliminated. So those two need to get around Askenhart, who currently sits on the bubble, for the top 8. After this week, I think 2 drivers get eliminated. So it's going to be very fun to see how the drivers strategically get points tonight. I think they do eliminate to 8s after tonight's race. Now, if I had any prediction for tonight, Savage is not here, so no, he is here. Savage, okay. Savage, I would say, is the favorite for tonight. But Yeti, as of late, has been showing up. Rolling Thunder had a great run after not running well in the first 2 stages. He had a great run at the end there at Michigan as well. Cowboy Tech, I would say someone who's going to surprise us tonight. And Solabo, I know he had a fuel-saving race at this track before and he finished second. So this is 3x where Night Sniper hits the wall as soon as I talk about him. But someone who's been running very well as of late on short tracks is Dirt. He ran very well at Bristol, ran solid at Richmond. He could run well tonight as well, so expect him to run up towards the top 10, top 5 tonight. That's where I expect him to run around 4th or 3rd tonight. But if I had to go for a win pick, I would easily pick a Savage or Yeti, who won last week. Yeti's trying to go back-to-back. B13 is another strong contender. He races a lot of NASCAR Heat 5, but I need to see him be able to conserve the fuel a little bit because these 3x races have been not as lucky for him. He struggled at Bristol, got a lap down very early on. But this is a different track, and well, he has speed. I know he has that speed in him, and hopefully runs well tonight. Cowboy Tech, another one of the people I know very well, hopefully runs well tonight. I want him to run well so bad tonight. Top 5 to top 10 is probably his goal. I think if he plays his cards right, I think he will advance to the round of 8, in my opinion. Just got to finish well tonight. That's all you have to do. Focus on finishing above the competitors in front of you. As we only have really playoff drivers tonight. As usually in the playoffs, you start getting these smaller fields because non-playoff drivers really don't want to race. Especially when they have nothing in store for them. Sadly. Yes, I am yawning. I am a bit tired tonight. And Solable also a strong contender tonight. He ran pretty fairly. He runs decent at Gateway. I wouldn't say he's amazing, but he knows the fuel strategy here. And if it plays into a fuel strategy race, expect him to win tonight, as he knows how to save at this type of track, even on controller. B13, Rolling Thunder, Dirt, Cowboy Tech, they're all done with their qualifying runs. Odd. 38 just killed someone. Matt DiMedo. He killed Jesse Love. Huge wreck in Xfinity race. 27 went around Jet Burden. The 30 with the 1. Ooh, into the wall goes Parker Retzloff. Guessing SVG missed it based on the comments. Interesting. So SVG was able to miss the wreck, so that's good for him. I am low-key an SVG fan, no cap. Yeti is in the field, by the way. He's currently sitting inside the lobby, so Yeti is another strong contender. I would say he's basically, if he doesn't have any issues tonight, he can be a top 5 and battling for the win. But he won last week. Can he continue the hot streak into the next round of playoffs as well? That will be fun to watch. By the way, the next upcoming race is Texas. So Texas will be the next round, the start of round of 8. And then we go to Talladega for Eliminator at Dega. It's going to be fun to see. What are they willing to risk at Talladega? And then we have Darlington for the championship, which, in my opinion, is a really skill-based track. And for some, it could be a struggle. I personally think Darlington is a fun track. It just has so many glitches that it can be unfun at times. But overall, it's a solid track, but really hard to pass. But there's ways to do it, and it's gotten more fun over the years as I've learned it. Savage is finishing us out here. Gateway tonight should be a very fun one. I will go over your stages tonight. So stage 1 is going to be 22, stage 2 is going to be 19, and then stage 3 is going to be 53 laps. So a lot of laps to go through here. What I think, how many cautions we're going to have tonight? I think we have at least 3 cautions tonight. I think turn 1 is going to be the amplitude of a car going around. I think turn 3 and 4 is where we're going to see a lot of the passes tonight. The M4 is not as, I guess, tight, I would say. You kill the wall, you can kill the wall in 3 and 1 and 2, whereas in 3 and 4 it's a lot wider, I guess, but on exits it's a lot tighter. But overall, I think 3 and 4 is the better corner. Nice sniper, another interesting driver who we saw come in mid-season, made the playoffs, trying to make it through his round as well. Main guys I'm going to be watching in particular is Cowboy Tech and Co. I'll go over the names that you guys will want to watch all night long. All night long, we'll be watching Askenhart, Dirt, Cowboy Tech, Fatality, who looks like he's not here, and Moiler Coates having technical difficulties. So sadly, the round of 4 driver from last season might not even make it to a race this round. So that's going to be heartbreak for him, as he was projected to be a top 5, top 6 driver in the field. And that's sadly going to eliminate his any shot at the championship that he wanted. Ooh, P13 and Savage make some contact. They're trying to finish up. Savage is done, and everyone crosses the line, and we are done with qualifying at Gateway Motor Speedway. Fatality does not look like he's making the race, and Moiler Coat is not looking like he's going to make the race. So those two have officially been eliminated with the start of tonight's event. So 2 drivers eliminated already. My main question now: can Swerve and Askenhart hold on to the last transfer spots, or can Dirt and Cowboy Tech hold on and pass them tonight? If Askenhart has a really bad night, he could lose all those points. But at the same time, if Cowboy has a really bad night, will he even gain any points tonight? That's going to be the question. That's going to be fun to watch, and I'm also going to be watching Xfinity tonight because I am interested in that. Ryan Sieg is top 5. Hell yeah, brother. On pole for tonight's event is going to be Savage. On his outside, it's going to be Dirt. Like I told you, 3 hundredths of a second quicker than second place is crazy. Third is going to be B13. Fourth is going to be Rolling Thunder. Cowboy Tech is going to qualify 5th. 6th is going to be Night Sniper. And Solable qualifies 7th. Yeti, Askenhart, and Irish all start in the rear of the field. I guess I have to back out because that's what they want me to do. So, as you saw there, Savage was 3/10 of a second quicker than everyone who qualified, but Yeti and Irish did not. So, I mean, you can make the prediction based on that. I'm going to go with, actually, surprisingly, I'm going to go with Irish. Irish is the easy pick. I know he's decent here. He's got decent speed. I know he won on fuel saving the last time he ran here. But he's got genuine speed, and I expect him to be fun, racy tonight. He's not a playoff driver. He won't be saving fuel, most likely. And I want to see him run through this field as quickly as he can. It'll be fun to watch, especially at a track like Gateway, where it's kind of difficult to pass. So I want to learn some things from him, especially tonight. He's got nothing to lose. I mean, you got to go forward or go big or go home. Go big or go home is what I would say. Go big or go home. Go big or go home. Alright. NASCAR is currently under pacing at Daytona. Damn. So on pole for tonight's event is gonna be the 8 car. Savage is on pole tonight. It's gonna be interesting how long can Savage hold on to the lead, as he was 0.03 of a second quicker than everyone else. Now, does that translate to race pace, or is that just qualifying pace? That's gonna be the question I really have. And with Yeti and Irish not qualifying, how much is that inflated compared to the rest of the field? That's gonna be the question I really have as well. Now they're gonna get this set up very quickly, hopefully, and smoothly. That is the goal tonight. Fastly and smoothly is the goal. Hopefully this all set up their streams properly. Alright, so they're going to be starting up very soon in about 5 seconds. We're going to actually delete that out of the Not the Experts Discord channel. Sorry. Alright, they're starting up. Let's get locked and loaded, boys. Swerve also starting out back. That's going to be a key tonight. He's also above that cutoff line, but if he has a bad night, it could eventually cost him as well. Alright, here we go. We're starting the elimination race of the round of 12. 2 go home, 4 go home after tonight. 4 go home after tonight. 8 stay. Who's going to make it? Who's going to get eliminated? After tonight's event, it's going to be fun at, of course, Gateway Motor Speedway, one of those tracks where the racing is kind of like New Hampshire a little bit, but a little bit tighter. It's going to be fun. It's going to be racy. Come on and join us in. If you haven't already, it's going to be a fun one. Alright, who's going to lead us to green? It's going to be the 8 car of Savage. Alright, here we go. Savage leads us to green, and we are underway again for the second time in the playoffs in the Fast Action Racing League 2022 Cup Gen Series. My name is Brent, and welcome to the series. We are underway at Gateway. B13 immediately goes to the bottom of dirt, side by side for second, as we see the 24 diving in the middle. Cowboy Tech a little aggressive on the blocking. He still holds on to a top 5 position. You see him in 5th. Yeti gets around him. Cowboy Tech on the bottom lane. Night Sniper currently runs back to around 7th. Cowboy Tech and Yeti continue to battle back there for around 5th. As Cowboy Tech is now dropping back a little bit as the guys who started out back are going to have a lot of speed. I said to you, Yeti and Irish have a lot of speed in those cars. Question is B13 also able to keep up with the leader a little bit? You can see him, ooh, a little lag from him. Dirt is also below that cutoff line. Now, Dirt needs a good run tonight. Running top 3, qualified second, so there's a lot of hope tonight that he could potentially run top 5. Him and Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder's been a surprise so far in the playoffs. He finished well last week, but also needs to finish well this week as well, just to confirm his spot in the round of 8. I think it'd be pretty much a lock if he finishes top 5 tonight. The only lock I would say is Savage. As Yeti now all over the bumper of Rolling Thunder. We're now coming up to 3 out of how many laps? I don't know. Rolling Thunder gives us the inside lane. Here comes Yeti in the bottom lane. He cannot clear Rolling. Rolling holds on to 4th, and he's going to carry the momentum. Here comes Night Sniper on the bottom lane. Side by side down the backstretch between those two cars. Night Sniper on the bottom. Yeti on the top. Night Sniper slides up, touches Yeti a little bit, and gets around him. So he's up to 5th. He started up front. Here comes Yeti to the bottom again. Trying to make a move on the 24. 24 sends it in deep, slides up massively. Here comes Night Sniper on the bottom. That's the issue with sliding up and aggressively sending. Still side by side between them. 18 to go in stage number 1. We're about 4 laps in, 4 laps deep in the race. And so far, no lead change has happened, but the battle for 5th place is intense back here. Irish is now hunting up, catching them as well. Yeti and Irish started out back together, but Yeti was able to pull away a little bit. But now all that progress is gone, and he's wasted up his tires a lot, just trying to get around one car, and that's the 78 of Night Sniper. Night Sniper taps Yeti. They side by side collect. They touch one another. Here comes Irish to the bottom lane. Irish can't get to the bottom. Battle for the lead, heating up. I saw that. B13 moved. Savage up a little bit. Bad switch for the lead for the first time. Can B13 lead a lap? He does. First loud lap by another car than the 8 car. That is B13. He hits the apron a little bit. And Yeti, Savage holds on to the lead over the 6 car at B13. Dirt still has a commanding gap over Rolling Thunder. And I will say Yeti finally got around on Night Sniper as well as Irish. So Irish just easily got around Night Sniper while Yeti had to work for, and that wasted his tires quite a bit, I would guess. Savage still leads over B13. Rolling Thunder sits in 3rd and 4th place. A good battle between Irish and Yeti currently, who sits. And Irish gets around him. He slides up. Here comes Yeti in the bottom lane. He lets Irish go, and that's the pass for 4th or 5th. My bad. Pass for 5th was very clean. Yeti had to let him go. Cowboy Tech sits in the distance. Now Rolling Thunder holds up Irish. Can Irish get around Rolling Thunder cleanly? How can he get around him? As now a battle for the lead heating up again. B13 officially got around Savage. Look at that move. They got around him. B13 gets loose. Battle for the lead as Savage gets around him again. B13 just can't complete the passes right now, and he's struggling to get around Savage. I think he has got the better car though right now. Is just completing the passes for Savage getting more difficult. And Yeti, I meant B13, Yeti just got passed by Night Sniper as well. They continue the battle between these two drivers as they continue to lose time, and Irish got around Rolling Thunder very cleanly. So Rolling now down to 4th. Yeti up to 5th. And Night Sniper down to 6th. No, Yeti's down to 6th. Night Sniper's down to 7th. Eight to go in stage number 1. It's safe to say these top 2 are the only ones going to win the stage, as Dirt has fallen off quite a bit. Now 3rd could change as Irish is starting to hunt down Dirt for 3rd. That could be a key change in the point standings if Dirt surrenders 3rd to Irish, because that could hinder him trying to advance into the round of 8. I will say something happened to Yeti. He now sits behind Asking Heart. That's something him and Night Sniper probably got together. Lost a ton of time, and now Cowboy Tech, Night Sniper, and Asking Heart got around him. I'm eating. Here comes B13 on the bottom. B13 looking for another move on the bottom lane. Can he get there? Good run by Savage on the top lane, but the draft is going to help B13 get back to his bumper entering 3 and 4. Oh, B13 around! Does he get collected with anybody else? No, he does not. Another crucial mistake by B13 early on these short tracks. B13's issues have been implemented by himself. That has been his issue all playoffs long. He's made crucial mistakes. 5 to go in stage number 1. The stage is final. His only issue so far during this season has been his own mistakes, like I said. He likes so many of his incidents, he's been running top 5. And then either spins himself out or his car loses control. And it's been really sad to see it. I mean, he has speed, he just keeps losing his car in the long run. Oh, and Cowboy Tech around into the wall! And that's going to be Cowboy Tech's stage as well. Seems pushed up in the front. 4 to go at Gateway in stage number 1. 3 to go now. Your leader, though, Smooth sailing for the 8 car of Savage. Irish now up to second, by the way, with the incident involving the leaders. And B13 going around on the apron. Two to go in stage number 1 when they cross the line. Smooth sailing. All Savage has to do is keep it off the apron and don't spin it like B13. He keeps it high away from the apron, whereas B13 spun it around. We'll say B13 has hunted these guys back down, and he's passing them. So B13 car is not killed, by the way. Coming a white flag for stage number 1. White flag in the air for stage number 1, presented by nothing. Got you there. I'm joking. Savage on the backstretch for the final time at Gateway for stage number 1. It's smooth sailing as Asking Heart gets loose. Luckily, he does not spin it back there. You see the 11 car. He's a key playoff contender as well. Coming out in 3 and 4, Savage is going to win stage number 1 at Gateway. Irish finishes P2, and what Cowboy Tech did not want happen in stage number 1. His car got destroyed, and he finished 11th. But Dirt, on the other hand, finished 3rd. Crucial stage points for him. And that potentially could get him over the cut line on Asking Heart, who finished around 7th. Yeah, Asking Heart finished 7th, so I think currently Dirt leaped Asking Heart on the cutoff line. Go over stage 1. Savage won stage number 1. Irish finished 2nd. Dirt finished 3rd. Rolling Thunder finished 4th. And then B13 rounding top 5. 6th is going to be Night Sniper. Here we go. We are underway for stage number 2. It's about 22 laps, so they should have to save fuel a little bit or stay in 5th gear all stage, and you wouldn't have to save fuel basically. Irish gets a jump on Savage, surprisingly. And can Irish clear Savage entering 1 and 2? He cannot. Oh, and Savage rolls around in front of the field. Collects collects Dirt, and that's going to be your first caution of the night. And a huge mistake by Savage trying to just hold it underneath Irish. And that costs a Cowboy Tech and Suspect Dirt key positions in the field. Dirt really costly as he was running top 5 all night. And that sends them to the rear. They're under caution again. That's actually Swerve, my bad. Swerve got caught up in that. That's also the Bubble. One of the Bubble drivers who currently sits on the outside looking in. Not the Bubble driver. He's currently on the inside looking in. If he runs poorly tonight, Asking Heart got a few stage points. Swerve could be even eliminated as he's only about 4 points above the cutoff line. 8 back to Cowboy Tech, who currently is not running well as himself. But if Cowboy Tech can recover pretty well, I mean, Asking Heart can leap Swerve, Dirt can leap Swerve, and that could eliminate both of them. Yeti stays out. Surprising. They only did 1 lap on their tires and fuel. Insoluble, Yeti both stay out under caution. Let's see how that works out for them on strategy. Hello, Georgia Dog. How you doing? I was eating some fish sticks, so I wasn't talking during stage 1 as much, surprisingly. But basically, all you missed was Savage and winning stage number 1, dominating, and then Irish and Yeti driving to the field, and then Irish started on the front row in stage number 2. And as soon as we saw Irish and Savage got together, Savage spins on the apron and kills the field. So Savage basically just killed the field there, killed Dirt. He spun on the apron, same as B13. So we've seen 2 people spin on the apron so far. We're only in stage number 2. We're about 2 laps in. So it happened on the first lap of stage number 2 and 3 and 4. So we can already see the drivers are pushing to the limits, and that apron, or I guess, what would you call it? A little... The rumble strip, my bad. Yeah, they've been hitting that rumble strip, and the rumble strip really sends you around really bad, especially if you hit it in the center. I'm just now turning on the race, and there's a red flag at Indy or at Daytona. Alright, here we go. Irish leads us to green. We're on the backstretch. Actually, no, it's Installable. Installable is your leader, by the way. Outside line is your leader. Irish pitted, but Yeti and Installable didn't, surprisingly, and they stayed out and chose the top lane. Which, in my opinion, I'm curious about that decision. I want to know their feedback on that. Why would you pick the top lane over the bottom? I guess on older tires, you control the restart, and you can hold them down there, I guess. Because the bottom lane is very dangerous. You can hit the rumble strip and spin it. Guess that would be their, I guess, thought process. I mean, Savage did it once. I mean, a lot of other drivers can do it as well. You can also hold them down, and they won't be able to carry the momentum out the corner. We'll see how that works out for Installable. He moves back into the restart zone. Here we go again in stage number 2. Good jump by the outside lane. Can Irish hold on? He does. He gets his nose on the bottom of Installable's right rear. Left rear, my bad. And Installable gets a good drive in entering 1 and 2. He clears the 5 car. And Irish clears the 24. He's up to second now. Here comes B13, who also was running top 3 early in the race. It's battling with Yeti for third. Savage also in the mix. A lot of solid drivers, currently top 5. Remember, Irish is just running for shits and giggles. He's running for fun and wins. Side by side for the lead, Irish and Installable. Installable's on older tires, if you remember correctly. And he has to let up, and he's going to lose a ton of time. B13 tries to slide up, hits Installable. Installable's sliding up the track. And that's going to cost Installable a lot of time. Ooh, Irish into the wall. Here comes B13 in the bottom lane. Has for the lead. Here comes the 6 car. He's going to try to use the bottom lane. He slows up, massively entering. Here comes Savage, making it 3 wide. He cannot make it 3 wide at this type of track. It settles down. B13 takes over the lead. And B13 is going to lead his second lap of the night. He's going to lead his second lap of the night at Gateway Motor Speedway. In stage number 2, Irish hits second. Savage goes third. And 4th place is going to be Yeti on older tires. And it's Installable's pit strategy. Where does he currently run? He currently sits in 6th, and he's dropping, hits the wall. Probably got some damage, and he is slow off the pace right now. Not a great strategy, and hopefully had some bad luck there as he got moved up the track. It's going to cost him his stage potentially here. That's going to be basically the stage 2, in my opinion, unless the caution comes out. So Night Sniper, one of those cutoff drivers. He's below the cut line. He's going to get a good finish. He sits in the top 5 and 5th. Cowboy Tech currently sits in 10th. Your actual bubble driver, though, Askenhart, has been running around 7th all night. You see them back there in 11. That's your cutoff line. If you aren't ahead of him, Swerve. Swerve's currently on the cutoff line. He's 2 points ahead of Askenhart, and they both have not finished well in the stages. Rolling Thunder finished second last week, so in my opinion, unless he finishes really, really bad, I think he's practically advanced himself based off that performance of last week. But B13, he's one of those guys who you're asking who's going to be contention for the championship. I would say B13 is one of your front runners, especially in this type of field. Savage, another one. Yeti as well. There are 1, 3, 4. And then you have Night Sniper, who's also an underdog currently in the season, in my opinion. Could he be like a Code who makes it into round of 4? Unless it's one of these, I guess, favorites I would call them. Savage and Irish get together a little bit. Here comes Savage on the bottom lane. Gonna try to use the bottom lane. Gonna try to side draft the 5 car. He makes a little contact entering 3 and 4. He's gonna slide up. Here comes Yeti. Here comes Irish on the bottom lane. He's gonna slide up, side by side, still for second. Down the front stretch for the first. I will get a lap count in about 2 laps. So who is in danger of elimination? Asking Heart. Dirt. I would not Rolling Thunder. Cowboy Tech. Night Sniper. I would say Insoluble as well. He's below the cutoff line. He needs to have a good night tonight. Yeti, I would say, he's on the cutoff line. This is the driver currently on the cutoff line. He runs 4th to last. That means, I think, around 7th, where he's been running all night. Irish is not nowhere near the cutoff line. And Night Sniper's your highest running currently below the cutoff line driver, and he currently sits in 4th. Dirt had a really good qualifying effort, qualified 2nd, but has not since got back in return to that position. He also was involved in the incident about 4 laps ago when Savage killed the apron and hit the rumble strip and spun it around. So Dirt has been recovering so far. I think he's currently inside the top 6. He's right behind the Fujitsu of Rolling Thunder. So you're going to see Dirt make some moves. Remember, Bristol, he was running top 5 that race. Didn't get the win. Him and Insoluble are both below the cutoff line, surprisingly. It's a surprise to me because I expected Insoluble and maybe Dirt to be stronger during the playoffs. Insoluble actually is not below the cutoff line. My apologies. He currently sits in 6th, but he's currently running in last. So if he doesn't pick it up, he might be below the cutoff line. I'm joking, obviously. I think he's going to advance tonight. But it's going to be tight. He's not safe by any means, in my opinion. If you're not 10 points up on the car above you, you're not safe. I don't know how the point system works. I need to get that down. I need to ask someone tonight. B13, though? This man has decided to dominate tonight. And he's also not a playoff driver. I have forgotten that he did not make the playoffs this season as he backed out last second due to not being able to make every race. So, B13 is not a playoff driver. It's only Savage and Yeti. Savage, Yeti, Dirt. I mean, with B13 Irish, not having them not in the playoffs is going to be interesting. I mean, I would expect Savage and Yeti to be your favorites then. They were originally in the playoffs, but that's how Askenhart and Insoluble, who currently are actually going to advance to the round of 8, are in. As I think Cowboy Tech is having a rough night for himself. Swerve is having a decent night. He's about to pass Askenhart, which he needs to do. Savage and Irish continue to battle up here. Yeah, there's a lot of cars in danger, but at the same time, you consider the top 6 really safe because they have a buffer, in my opinion. And then the bottom 3, in my humble opinion, are basically on the hot seat. I would say Insoluble, Swerve, and Askenhart are the ones who would be in risk, and Insoluble, in my opinion, is probably the least risky out of those 3. Same time, Swerve and Askenhart's been running top 7 all night. And we saw earlier, Swerve was about to pass Askenhart. Yeah, Swerve got around Askenhart, so that's a key position that Swerve needs. And as soon as I say that, here comes Askenhart on the bottom. Ooh, they're side by side. Ooh, they get loose. Some great battles between these drivers. Me watching these two in particular. Here comes Cowboy Tech. Swerve gets loose. Oh, they're all over the rumble strip. Very slowed. Swerve slows up, and Askenhart loses position again. We'll say Dirt got around Rolling Thunder. This is the battle for 5th. Dirt, or 6th, my apologies. Dirt is also not going away. He needs to catch up to the Night Sniper now, as I would consider Night Sniper one of the lock-ins, shoe-ins currently. He sits 4th in points. Left-hand Honcho is missing tonight. We have a driver absent. Now, with left-hand Honcho being absent tonight, he is currently only 11 points to the good. I would say that opens a door for maybe Dirt, maybe Cowboy Tech. Maybe those guys get in over the driver of the 23 of Honcho. That's going to be an interesting storyline at the end of tonight. Does Honcho advance? I don't think he will, based on not making tonight. That's going to be very costly for him, as we have a battle between Savage and Irish again. Caution's out. Who was involved in the caution? I didn't... Was it Cowboy Tech? Who was involved? Caution's out. Oh, that's stage 2 ending. My bad. I haven't been keeping up. God damn, I'm off tonight. I'm off tonight. I can't see the lap check. Alright, I just asked. Stage 2 winner was B13. Savage finished 2nd. Irish finished 3rd. Night Sniper finishes 4th. Yeti finishes 5th. Dirt finishes 6th. 7th is going to be Rolling Thunder. So Dirt and got another good stage. Same with some other drivers. Here we go. We are at the start of stage number 3. And we are underway. This stage is a lot longer. 52 laps in stage number 3, by the way. And we are underway again. B13 and Savage side by side. We'll keep an update on the lap counter this time by. I'm sorry about that. I got a little distracted trying to read comments and try to go over scenarios that I kind of forgot about. The laps. Oh, Savage! Oh, can Yeti save it? He does. He gets hit while entering the corner. Probably got loose. Luckily, he saves it. Him and Dirt got together, and Dirt's up to 4th, battle for the lead. Side by side for the lead. They make contact between B13 and Savage. B13 on the rumble strip a little bit, entering 1 and 2. 52 to go at Gateway. They're racing. They're actually starting to pull away from Irish. Or Dirt actually up to 3rd now. Yeah, Dirt got around Irish. Irish had a bad start. That was surprising. He's down to 6th. That was an awful start for basically, I would say, a driver who we expect to win tonight. He might be fuel saving a little. As in stage number 3, it does become a fuel saving race a little bit. I'll go over the fuel run for anyone who's interested. This should be updated as of a few days ago. It should be 22 to 23 laps. If you save, I think they started at 20. So I would shift. If you shift, it's 22 to 23, but that's in 2x, where this is 20 laps on, I think, 3x. On 3x, it's about 16 to 17. If you shift, no, I wouldn't. Yeah. If you shift, it's about 16 to 17. If you don't shift, it's 20 to 22, I would say. You can save a lot not shifting here. But yeah, as you saw, they're shuffling back here between 3rd on 5th. As we saw, the 44 of Dirt fell back all the way to 5th now. He doesn't want to, he wants to be up in the top 5 now. He wants to be 4th. He wants any position he can get, as he's below the cutoff line. He wants to get as many positions away from Askenhart and Swerve and Co. as they continue to battle back there. Yeti and Irish battling. Should be 49 to go at Gateway Motor Speedway. Huge pack back here, by the way. Great racing between these guys that we don't really see that often, as we don't really watch them at per se, but it's still good to watch some battles, especially between these playoff drivers. Askenhart, Cowboy Tech. Oh, Cowboy Tech, no! And that's probably made Cowboy Tech chances got loose under Askenhart, and that's going to be probably his playoff chances erased now, as he's going to have to catch up unless a caution comes out. Oh no, Cowboys. Well, B13 sends it in, gets to the bumper of the E-Carve Savage. He got loose behind them. You're fired, Go Dogs. I'm fired, Go Dogs. Wow, okay. You want to join me one week, Go Dogs? I dare you to join here. I dare you to join me, especially for the championship, Go Dogs. I dare you to join me in the booth. I guarantee you won't, because you're racing tonight. Loser. I'm joking, obviously. You're not a loser. You do good on Saturdays whenever you try to do it. You do good on Saturdays when you try to, Go Dogs. Appreciate you coming in and viewing the stream as well. Alright, so we're going to do the lap check real quick. 46 to go in stage number 3. And, well, top 2 have... I mean, you can just see it in the screen. Yeah, that's 3rd place. Yeah, no, they're about half a corner. 1/4 of the track ahead of 3rd place, Night Sniper. Swerve got around. Irish fell back massively, either fuel saving or something. You want to say that battle for leading up Savage and B13. Irish is fuel saving most likely. If I had to guess, that's what he's doing. 45 to go in stage number 3. Look at B13 using all of the rumble strip down on the bottom lane. Yeah. I could be fired for calling the stage wrong. It's okay. Alright, so... I was hoping these two would settle down, but they're never going to settle down. 1st and 2nd just continue to battle. B13 alongside Savage, battle for the lead. Still side by side down the backstretch to B13. Side job T does, entering 3 and 4. This pass is going to be so difficult on the bottom lane, especially without making contact here. Savage is going to have to yield and B13 to the lead for the 3rd time tonight. Now, how long can you hold on to the lead? That is the question I really have. And Savage has always been found a way back around him as well. Now, with these two pushing like this, they're not going to be fuel saving. And I think Irish is. And actually, what this has allowed them to do is now Cowboy Tech has got back into the mix because of it. Say that he gets loose. And Swerve leads this huge pack of cars. Now that they straightened out and gotten a little bit of spacing, I am gonna go AKA. I gotta use Russia. That's what I'm gonna do. Enjoy the sounds. Alright. What? So I just saw this, guys, and Ryan Truex has won at Daytona. For the Xfinity Series, congrats to him. And I am happy right now.
But AJ Allmendinger just died, so.
He hit the inside wall hard, and Ryan Truex finally gets a win. His second win of the season. So Ryan Truex wins at Daytona for the Xfinity Series. Congrats to him.
And we got to see who wins tonight, as B13 and Savage. B13's actually pulled away when I was away, guys. Sorry about that. Had to take a little break. And I will say,
Kabotech's up to 9th.
As Ken Hart down pit road. In the 11 car, you see him down there.
Yet he's also behind Installable now.
Oh, it's all blacks! Oh! Oh, something happened. That was surprising.
Something must have happened between those two. When do we see Savage and B13 pit, as now Savage is pulled up a little bit on B13. He's caught B13 now. Ken Hart now out of pit road. Here comes Savage to pit road. This time by his signal. Here he comes, enters the sharp pit road, and he entered cleanly. Very clean even. We have about 32 to go. You get about 20 laps of fuel. And it's going to be interesting to see how these guys do their pit strategy. I mean, you started off at 52.
Swerve also down pit road.
Pit road's going to be very tricky. It's a very long one, and you have to be on the apron. If you do it right, you can gain a few seconds. If you do it wrong, you're going to lose a ton of time, especially entering. 52. Yeah, no, you get about 24 laps of fuel. Here comes Kabotech. He's down pit road this time. If you've been saving, you get about 25 laps of fuel, which is kind of crazy in my opinion.
And knowing Irerson's sellable, they're going to stretch it as long as they can. B13 on pit road.
Report is that the leader has come down. Yes, B13 is down pit road. We're going to see between him and Savage who comes out first. And Salo is ahead of Irish, by the way. Irish is about a straightaway behind him. The last time they had a fuel-saving duel, Irish was able to win it at Gateway in particular. Now, can Irish, can Insoluble conquer the track and beat Irish? Whereas the last time they had the same situation, Irish would beat him because he had a gap on Insoluble. So it's going to be interesting how much fuel these guys can actually save. How long can they go out? Can they go about 5 more laps than everyone else? That's the question I really have. How many laps can they go? They're going to put the whole field a lap down, and that's going to be extremely, extremely interesting. Cowboys, or Dirt, my bad, is actually your leader, by the way. Suspect Dirt is your leader. He's not coming down pit road this time. He's staying out as well. So they're going the long haul. Some people are staying as long as you can, and it's very smart, in my opinion. Stay out as long as you can. Limit the long run. 29 laps of fuel, 28 for the leaders. You don't want to pit again. If you're staying out to save fuel, you don't want to pit. And I think that's your goal. Make it to where you don't have to pit twice. Or even once. Dirt is down pit road with 27 to go for him. It brings in Insoluble, but Irish stays out. And Irish continues to stay out. This is surprising. How much laps of fuel did this 5 car save? I'm going to go over the chart again. Is he currently your leader? Yeah, no, he is your leader. How many laps of fuel did the 5 car able to muster? Did he pit early? He's coming down pit road this time. He went about 3 laps extra than everyone else, and that means that he's good on fuel when they pit again. He should not have to save fuel. He stays in 5th. He should be good on fuel. Everyone else has to come down. Maybe besides Insoluble and maybe Suspect Dirt. I think those are the only cars that can stay out and potentially make it to the end. As the whole field comes around to unlap themselves. 24 to go. He literally is on the edge of that fuel window now. B13 and Savage neck and neck as well. It should be the battle for the lead. These two are not worried about fuel saving. They're pushing it as hard as they can. While those guys are fuel saving, they're trying to lap them. That's their goal. But yeah, Irish, he doesn't have to save at all, whereas, I mean, Insoluble and Dirt have to. Here comes B13 down a pit road. He's dipping it early, trying to gain the time while he can. He's trying to minimize the damage as Savage hits the wall there. Savage takes over the lead again. The caution comes out. This shakes up the field and eliminates the fuel trade from the drivers. That's what Savage and the others who pitted early are hoping for a caution. Irish, though, he's looking like, my fuel is good. I don't want to caution you. Here comes Savage down the pit road. And he's in the gravel. He's going to lose some time entering. Kept it straight, surprisingly. I will say, Dirt did get the jump in Insoluble. Insoluble and Dirt had the jump on the 5 car of Irish, but Irish is going to be pushing all the way. Insoluble gets around Savage. That's what he needed to do. Where's Irish? He's right behind Cowboy Tech. He is hunting down Suspect Dirt and Insoluble.
Now, Irish, in my opinion, he can just run in 5th and save fuel naturally and can win this race. I think if you're considering the fuel amount, Dirt has a big jump, and I will say Dirt, I don't know if he's on, I think he's on remote. If he can save as much as I think he can, instead of Insolable, who is on wheel, but he didn't have a good entry to pit road, and he really has lost a ton of time. As Askenhart's into the wall back there in 11. Struggling a little bit on the tires. Here comes Kapotech to pit road. One of those key playoff drivers we're going to be watching tonight. We got to see where they finish. We got to see where they finish. Dirt has to do this type of strategy, though. If you're Dirt, you're like, if this doesn't work out, I'm eliminated. So he's going all the way on this fuel strategy. He's trying to save enough. There's no cars in between Askenhart and now Irish. And that was the goal. No cars between Insolable and Irish now. Now Irish, all he has to do is hunt down the top 2. And yes, you start out with 25 laps of fuel. So I was not mistaken. If you don't shift, he's good on fuel. He can even shift a little. Yeah, no, you start off at 25 laps of fuel. If you don't shift, if you shift, you lose about 2 laps of fuel. That's 22, 23. But if you do shift, if you don't shift, you can save up to 27, in my opinion. So, Insolable and 44, their strategy is stay in 5th, let it roll into the corners, and keep the momentum up, and hold on to your spots, as that's your best opportunity to win, in my opinion. And Dirt has taken over the lead, over the 78 of Night Sniper. And Kapotech is a lap down. Askenhart currently runs in last. We have about 16 to go in the event, coming to 15 to go now. Laps are dwindling down. Question is, how long can Irish get around Insolable? He's been catching in the last ever so slightly here. And I will say, Insolable's starting to put a dent in the 44 lead. Still a straightaway, basically. Still a good gap for the leader. But with Irish hunting down these top 2, if Dirt doesn't win tonight, it's still a great points night. Finishing top 2 in any round, I would say would pretty much lock him up, especially with Askenhart struggling tonight. Insolable, Irish, side by side, this battle for second. Side by side, still entering 3 and 4. Insolable has to give up the spot, and Irish now up to second. Now he's going to try to hunt down the 44 of Suspect Dirt. I know Dirt's not going to just give it to him. That's going to be the key. We have about 12 to go when we cross the line. This is going to get down to the last few laps. Is it going to be a last lap pass by Irish to win the race, or is it going to be coming to with about 4 to go here? We'll see. We'll get a lap check here in a few seconds. Lap check update, 13 to go, coming to 12 to go. Yeti now on fresher tire, trying to get around Rolling Thunder. Night Sniper and Swerve side by side back here. Both lap cars, and Sniper is not helping Swerve at all. Actually, they're not. Night Sniper is, but Swerve is in front of B13 right now. 12 to go, 11 to go when we cross the line this time by. Irish starting to catch that 44. Look how close it is. 44 has him in his mirror now. Irish gets tight, but gets a good run out of the corner. He's trying to hunt down that 44. 44 needs this win more than Irish. 11 to go now. About to hit 10, under 10 to go. Dirt still leads over Irish, but Dirt is lower on fuel than Irish. And we are now under 10 to go at Gateway. Dirt was a bottom of the cut line driver entering tonight with a driver missing, left-hand Honcho missing. Who else is going to get eliminated? Will be a Honcho, will be Swerve. Who will be eliminated? Will be Askinhart, who's currently running in last. Here comes Irish to the bottom lane. Battle for the lead, Irish to the bottom, Dirt to the top. Dirt's going to carry the momentum on the top lane. It's not going to be there for that long. And Irish is going to take over the lead at Gateway. Irish takes over the top spot, and I think he's just going to pull away with it. Swerve down pit road. Rough night for him overall, and that's going to negate him to last, if I'm not mistaken. Second to last, yeah, he beats out Askinhart. 9 to go now at Gateway. And I would say this race is basically over unless a caution comes out, as Suspect Dirt is not going to be able to keep up with the leader, as he cannot save and keep up with Irish, who's good on fuel. They pitted with about 24 to go. Well, they had to save a lap or two, and he's good on fuel. We are under 10 to go. We'll say B13 and Savage. While they're not really on the bumper of those top two, the amount of time they gained is a lot, really. They're on the same front straightaway as Irish. I don't think they'll get there, by the way. But it is something to talk about, as they have caught a ton of time on the leaders. You can see those two back there currently running 5th and 6th, if I'm not mistaken. 7 to go. Coming to 6 to go when they cross the line. Six to go at Gateway. Can Irish win, I think, for the 3rd time this season? I will get a double check on that. So according to my calculations, that'd be Irish's 2nd win of the season if he can hold on. Told you early in the night, I picked him earlier in the night because, number one, this race is a fuel-saving race. And, well, he won last time we had this type of situation, but the thing that cost it Insolvable tonight was pushing it too hard. I mean, in the earlier run, if he saved enough laps and held on in front of Irish, then maybe we can have a different story here. But he pitted with Dirt, and that's going to cost him his win. Dirt's trying to hold on for 2nd. He's trying to get a great finish himself. He wants a top 3. 5 to go. This stage is final. Coming to 4 to go. This race is official from Gateway, unless it's Irish gets loose. 4 to go now at Gateway Motor Speedway. Your leader is the 5 car of Irish. He saved enough fuel in the last run. Pushed it till it was empty basically this run. And he leads over the 44, who's getting challenged by the 9 car of Insolvable. I wouldn't say Insolvable feels great on his point situation. I mean, he still wants some extra points. He currently sits 4th in points. I'd want some extra points. I don't want to give Suspect Dirt any more points. 3 to go now. We're dwindling the laps down. We're not going to see some spicy and dicey tonight, as sadly as the field has spread out. So no bump and runs, really. See, I think top 2, maybe. 30 coming to 2 to go at the line. Back up to the leader, we're going to go on board with that 5 car Irish. 2 to go at Gateway. He is smooth sailing. You see them back there. They are nowhere in his rear view. They are all the way minuscule in his rear view mirror right now. He doesn't even see them, in my opinion. And they're losing more time down the backstretch. Second last time, he's hitting 3 and 4. We are coming to white flag this time by at Gateway Motor Speedway, WWT Raceway. Irish, smooth sailing race so far. White flag in the air at Gateway Motor Speedway. Coming in 1 and 2 for the last time. Does he get through here cleanly? He does. I would say unless anything happens, this is a smooth sailing win for the 5-car Irish down the backstretch for the final time. Yeah, just a smooth sailing for him, and 3 and 4 for the last time tonight. Coming out at 3 and 4. Coming out at 3 and 4. Irish is gonna win at Gateway. Sorry about that. My party disconnected for no reason. But Irish is gonna win at Gateway, coming home second. A big second place for the 44 of Dirt, who held it on to second. Insoluble comes third. Fourth is gonna be Savage. No, actually, fourth is going to be B13. Congrats to him. And fifth place is going to be Slight Savage. All right, we'll get everyone in here for interviews. Top 3, of course. You know what? Tony went. Hold on, I'll be right back. Now I just need Insoluble. You think he's gonna be ready for interviews or no?
I have no idea.
Okay. I'm just gonna invite him until he joins, essentially. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright. Make sure everyone includes their audio, by the way. Alright, make sure to include your audio. God dang. My party disconnected like halfway at the halfway finish call, so I didn't call half the finish for no reason. Sorry about that, Irish. But on to, make sure to include your audio. Insoluble on to third place. Tonight was one of the nights where you just want to get a solid finish here, Insoluble. Take us through your night overall, and what was the strategy heading at stage 3, and what you're doing to save fuel and etc.
Well, I decided to race controller tonight due to people saying that I save because I have a shifter. And I was able to save enough fuel to make it a one stop, and I was able to save my tires enough to make it a one stop. That's the only goal you have to really do is just save tires.
Yep, definitely. Well, it was either between you, Irish, or Dirt, and if you just saved maybe 1 or 2 more laps and maybe didn't have to save as much as you had to in the last stage, you could have got Irish. But overall, I mean, still a great night. And well, Insoluble, I think tonight, after a solid night tonight, I think you advanced to a round of 8 as well. Congrats.
Possibly. Thank you, man.
I would say, yeah. I mean, you had a better night than Swerve and Askenhart, and Left Hand Honcho wasn't here. So, congrats on making the round of 8, and hopefully we see you next week as well. I mean, you got a great chance of making the Championship 4. Don't count yourself out.
I appreciate you.
Yep, definitely. On to a driver who was below the cutoff line tonight. Saved a little bit of fuel, like Insoluble. And, well, Dirt, you got a second place and great points. I would think this would lock you in, as Swerve and Askenhart had probably one of the worst nights of the season. Make sure to include your audio. How you doing, Swerve? Or Dirt, my bad. Wrong name.
I'm good, man. Glad to be here again.
Yep, definitely. I think this is your second time in the booth, if I'm not mistaken, besides Bristol.
It is.
Yep, definitely. Good to have you here. Take us through the start of stage number 3, and what was your goals entering tonight as well, since you were below the cutoff line? Was there a strategy, just get a great finish, or etc.? What was the strategy tonight?
My strategy tonight was maximize stage points and save tires for stage 3. If you can make your tires last to the end of your fuel, you can pretty much make it all the way in stage 3. So that was my goal. I knew I had a hole to dig out of from last week at Michigan, and I'd say Gateway is probably one of my better tracks. So I felt pretty confident going in. I could get a good finish tonight. Didn't expect a second, but happy with the way it went out.
You qualified where you started is what I would say. I mean, you qualified second, you finished second, so congrats on that. And also, I would expect you to advance. I think you had a better night than Askenhart overall, but still, congrats on making the round of 8. I would think, but if you don't, I'm sorry, but I think you should make the round of 8. Congrats on that, and hopefully next week we see you there as well. As good luck in the round of 8, and hopefully make the round of 4 as well. Be
Yeah.
surprised this season.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. That's the plan.
Texas should be fun for you.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy. Okay, on to tonight's winner. A familiar face. A champion before, last season champion, but backed out of the playoffs this season. How you doing, Irish?
Doing pretty good, man.
I've seen this before at this type of track. You fuel saved. You had the pace early on. You started last in the field. Last to first, if I'm not mistaken, tonight. And well, I mean, you had the speed. You got around Irish. I think it was Insoluble and Suspect Dirt tonight. What was your strategy heading into stage 3? I think you were the person who saved like 24 to go. I think you saved like 5 to 6 laps of fuel. It was insane.
Yes, I saved a lot there in the first running. My goal was just stay out of trouble, make sure there was no caution around me or on my end, and just do what I could to save the fuel to save that last stop, so I didn't have to do it and take home the W. I've got some experience winning at Gateway on fuel
Yes,
strategy.
I've seen it.
It's just another Friday night drive for me, man.
Yep, definitely. And well, this also gives you your second win of the season, so congrats on that. And
Thanks.
I don't know if you'll be here next week. Hopefully you will if you're available. But
Yeah,
congrats on the win.
we don't know. Not good.
We don't know, exactly. Amen. That's your second win of the season, though, so congrats on that. I don't know what to say. You have any shouts to anyone tonight?
I mean the whole Cup Series drove a pretty clean race tonight. So proud of them. Hopefully we can continue with the next few weeks and crown a brand new championship to Fars for the first time in a long time. It's been me and Camo trading for what seems like years now. So glad to be welcoming in a new champion. Obviously favorites are the favorite is Savage right now. So we'll see if he can seal the deal. Yeti's quick and on his heels most of the time, so hopefully it's a good battle between them. Hopefully Savage doesn't just run away with it. But we'll see.
Definitely. It's been fun to watch the last 2 weeks, and I think we slimmed down to 4-8 this week, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I'm not sure. I haven't really been paying that much attention to
It
it.
should be. I think we should slim down to 8 this week.
Okay.
And we have Texas and Talladega for the final for the final
Oh
8.
yeah,
and
see,
then you have-
Talladega can throw a wrench at Savage.
Yeah,
You never know.
that's gonna be interesting for elimination race in the next 2 weeks. Well, we'll see you guys next week at Texas. I'll send you guys out. You guys have a great night, and see you guys next week Friday at the same time at Texas Motor Speedway. Peace.
Appreciate you, Brian.